Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review One True Loves. And this is a new romance film from director Andy Fickman, and this focuses on Emma, who thought her husband was dead for years after a helicopter accident over the ocean, and she falls in love with the man who always loved her, her best friend from school. And when her husband turns out to be alive after 4 years on a deserted island, she must make a hard choice of who she's going to be with. And of course, this is just ripe for romantic comedy drama elements thrown together. And Fickman, who's directed things like She's the Man, Paul Blart 2, the new Witch Mountain movie with The Rock in it, a lot of television. It's just one of those kinds of things that this feels like TV. It doesn't feel very cinematic. And one of the biggest problems I have with this movie, oddly enough, is actually the score. Because there's so many moments where it feels so obnoxiously like feel. And it's just like getting these really melodramatic and really like soap opera-y feelings of sadness and love and passion, and you're just like, it's eye-rolling in terms of how obviously and poorly manipulative it is. And it takes away from a couple of really charming leads in this film, and I think Philippa Sue, who's Emma, I think she does a great job of playing this character, Emma, conflicted and bouncing back and forth between the woman she was with Jessie, played by Luke Bracey, and the woman she is now, who she's embraced and has fallen in love with, Sam, played by Simu Liu. And I really appreciated her performance. Luke Bracey, I think, there's a couple moments where I'm like, this is some of the best acting he's ever done. You have Simu Liu, who's just ridiculously charming, and he has a whole entire thing where like he's a teacher of music, and he just goes on this whole entire tirade and everything in front of his class, and he gets to have a lot of fun with that. Michaela Conlon, who plays Emma's sister, she is such a charming actor, and I feel bad because she just gets saddled with spouting all the themes and ideas of the movie in really choppy and very blunt and obvious dialogue. And there's other moments in the film too that feel like they should hit harder, but it's just the dialogue is so blunt and obnoxiously just slaps you in the face with like, hey, here's the main part of the film, here's the themes, get it? And it's just like, they could have talked like human beings and not spouting philosophical ideas and themes at us, and could have had true organic emotional moments. There are some of those here, but many of them feel artificially written and disingenuine. And the cast keeps you interested. Narratively, it bounces all around in terms of flashbacks and all kinds of things like that, and it feels a little messy. Overall, I think if you really love romantic comedies or romance films in general, I think this will speak to you, and I think it's going to be easier for you to get past some of the drawbacks. I enjoyed a decent amount of elements of this film, but when you pull it all together, it just feels too on the nose, too melodramatic, and too just blunt in the way that it's dealing with its subject matter. There's some important themes that I think this film deals with, and especially some mature ideas about relationships. I just wish there was some subtlety there, because there is none. But the cast will keep you engaged because, in all honesty, this is an hour and 40 minutes with credits. It's not a long film either, but I just wish that it was refined a little bit. But in general, still, I think this will grab that romance crowd right where they want it. But those are my thoughts on One True Loves. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.